What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another player prop talk live stream here on the channel. As always, I hope this finds you doing well and in good spirits. Camera looks so crooked. I don't know if that's better. Oh man. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're okay. Hope your night was good. I hope you're doing better than my prize picks. This is what's been going on for the last 5 minutes. It's pointless to leave it up and running, but I just wanted to show you all that this shit is still happening. I have restarted my laptop, uninstalled, reinstalled the app. Does not work on Chrome, does not work on Safari, does not work on the desktop app version. Ladies and gentlemen, my PrizePicks is completely fucked up. So we will not be building out a PrizePicks slip today. At least we won't be building one out on the screen here. I can still do it on my phone and share the link in the chat. So, but this is what I have going on today. So we're just gonna exit that and we're just gonna exit that and just move on because PrizePicks is definitely not cooperating with us today. I've done all the troubleshooting, so I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Per usual, hashtag blessed. PrizePicks is not blessed today. PrizePicks is a mess. Hashtag blessed. Lots of people die every day. You didn't. You woke up. You're blessed. Easy as that. Not too many things better than waking up. Unless you decide to wake up and play on BETR, use that QR code, scan it, get a deposit match up to 250. If you put 250 of your own money, BETR will match it with their version of money, and then you have a total of $500 you can play with on BETR. No promos yet on BETR, but Paul Skeens is pitching today. Typically, that's a promo they like to just run out there over 0.5 strikeouts. So let's see if we get a Paul Skeens play today. They love taking promos on him. We're going to be using a couple of tools to help us get things going today. First, OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. We'll be using that to locate value across the board, and then we'll be using props.cash to help us just dig into any player prop you want to see. So if you want to check out what a player's been up to over the last 5-10 games or how they fare against the team or a particular pitcher, we can do all that stuff on props.cash. Thanks 25 is a promo code. Pretty easy stuff. We're going to head over to the or we're going to try to head over to the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. And I may just need a new laptop. I've never seen, in my 3.5 years of using PrizePicks, I've never seen it just do that before. But maybe I just have a really old laptop. I don't know. All right, we're pulling up the Fantasy Optimizer. I was really trying to build out a PrizePicks slip to show you all I think there were 5 plays that I really liked on the optimizer, and I was going to have that pulled up on the dashboard, on PrizePicks dashboard. Just can't log in. I'm not going to mess with this Paul Skeens fantasy score. I'm not going to mess with the Garrett Cole fantasy score. I might have a little interest in Nick Lodolo's fantasy score. I do like the under first run innings between the Athletics and the A's, or the Athletics and the Rays. Rays and the A's. I do have interest in this Corbin Burns under fantasy score. And there are a couple esports plays that I like as well. These two here over their first 2 map kills, both of them have a decent amount of support. And so I think with those, that will give us 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 picks. If you wanted a 6 play, you can go with this Wale under her 4.5 assists. I don't mind that one. Natasha Howard under rebounds. I don't mind that one either. Can't play this Jordan in the same lineup with Corbin Burns, but if you want to put that in a second slip, you could. We have a tennis prop here, Jasper De Jong, under 22.5 total games. That's got a lot of support. So we have a few options. It's not going to be a 100% plus EV build. There is just not enough value on the board for us to do that. Let's take a look at Underdog real quick and see what we got going on. What's up, Damien? What's good, sir? Right? Exactly. Patrick Corbin, this game. Well, Patrick Corbin, first of all, is not a good pitcher. So let's not forget that. But I guess because the matchup with the Rockies offers a lot of strikeout potential, his strikeouts are a little inflated, but the Rockies not playing in Coors Field, I guess the books feel without the home field advantage, the Rockies are just not in a very good spot to put up a fight. But we can look at that strikeout prop for Corbin because it does feel a little inflated. Over on Underdog, you got Lodolo over fantasy score. Soto over hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't mind that at all versus Gavin Williams today. Satu Sabali, this is a newer one. I like this one. I like a lot of her player props. I'm so glad she's back. She has just picked up where she left off last season. She has not skipped a beat. She's so damn good. Sabali over rebounds, also her points, rebounds, and assists at 29.5. Also her points and rebounds at 24.5. There's a lot that you could go with here for her. You just got to dig for them. We have this CS2 play first. Map kills over 13.5 for B Farton. We have enough. I think we have enough here. Dylan Cease over 39.5 pitcher fantasy score. Christopher Sanchez. I'm just not playing this guy, man. I don't care. I don't care what the odds say. I just don't like playing him. So, but if you have any interest in this fantasy score, you got 3 books that like the over. So yeah, so we have enough. We have enough on PrizePicks. We have enough on Underdog. Let's check out Dabble. What? She restricted you from playing, dude? Yeah, somebody at work got me sick, man. Like all day long. I think it was on Saturday or Friday, maybe. I didn't know they were sick, and we were just talking and, just going about the day. And then they told me at the end of the day that they were going to go home early because they weren't feeling well because their kid got them sick or something. And I was like, the whole time, dude, I've just been breathing your air in and shit. So for 2 days I felt fine. And then I would say on Tuesday I started feeling something. And then yesterday, it's just, I hate that shit. I hate feeling not 100%. It's a shitty feeling, but just a lot of stuffy nose and spitting up phlegm and shit. Fun stuff. Dabble has Eric Getty under strikeouts, Garrett Cole over 2 earned runs. There's Corbin under 5.5 strikeouts. So I feel like the under on his strikeout prop today does seem a little high. We're used to seeing his strikeouts 3, 4, something like that. Now they're at 5.5. Matchup definitely has everything to do with this. So we want to take a look at his strikeouts. There you go. Eric Getty over 2.5 earned runs and under his strikeout. So it looks like it might be a rough day for him versus the Orioles. There's Natasha Howard under rebounds again. projected to go under hits, but over earned runs. So that means there's some home runs coming, right? It doesn't take very many hits to give up 2.5 earned runs if you give up a 3-run homer or three solos, right? So it might be worth looking some Oriole bats and who has the best matchup splits and whatnot. All right. I've noticed something on BETR. The early lineups I put in on BETR seem to just really chalk hard, like 1 for 5. The later lineups that I put in the evening, I don't know if the value is just better. I don't know, but I seem to profit more on the evening slips that I put in. So I will not be building out a BETR slip this morning. I will look to build one out later in the afternoon because that's just what I've been seeing this past week. A lot of my morning lineups on BETR have just been really bad. So I'm just going to stay away from BETR. But if you want to play on BETR and build a slip out, you can. Here's some plays you can look at. Screenshot it. And let's go. Let's go back to PrizePicks. I'm going to pull this up on my phone because can't pull it up anywhere else. So I pretty much have all of these in a slip already, except for Lodolo. I had Lodolo's pitching outs at 16.5, and I really like those. And then those got bumped up to 17, and you can still play it at 17, but you need for him to now go 6 innings to get the over on that. And a lot can happen between 5 2/3 innings and 6 innings. You can get pulled. Seriously, we've seen it happen. So looking at his fantasy score, I like that one. It's already on the PrizePicks tab here on the optimizer. See, I have Burns, I have Lodolo, we have the Rays and A's under first run innings, Plopsky, Fadette. I think we were going to put in B. Farton and call it. I mean, this is going to be a really quick build. Good, we need one. The way this week has been going, been taking us 30 fucking minutes to build out a slip. I don't see B. Farton anywhere. Was B. Farton on Underdog? It may have gotten taken off the board, honestly. Let's go. Let's go Enrique under her assist. All right. That's a 6 pick right there. I'm going to throw that in, and then I'll share the link in the chat for you all. All right. Oop. Such a janky ass way to do this shit, but I don't have access to my PrizePicks via laptop, so I have to do everything on my phone, which is fine. It's a first world problem. It's just a lot of extra steps, copy and pasting to notes, and then bringing up the notes section on the laptop, and then copying, pasting in the chat. It's just a pain in the ass. All right. So that'll be first slip in. We're only 15 minutes into the stream. We already got a slip up. That's awesome. So there we go. Ladies and gents, or lady and gents. What's up, T? Oh, really? We all have that 1 month where you're like, I quit. Fuck this. Anything on NFL preseason? I always forget we got preseason. Let's see. NFL, let's see what we got. That's it? No, I don't see anything. Doesn't mean you can't play. It's, what is this, third game? This is the final game of the preseason. It used to be where like the starters would play the most in that third game, and then the fourth game would just be all the guys on the bubble. But if this is the final preseason game, I think we've seen the starters. I don't think you'll see any starters for that long. And I think it'll just be a lot of backups, you know, trying to fill in those last few roster spots. So like overs, you play overs on those guys because they're just gonna get all the reps. All right, we're moving on. We're done with PrizePicks for now. Got that one out the way. Let's go over to Underdog and let's see if we can get at least a 3-pick in here. We have this is a soccer player, Benjamin Lesomte. We could play that if you want. It's a soccer player. It's a push at worst. Probably more likely to play the under on this one because it gives us that 0.5. We got Satu over her 6.5 rebounds. There would be fart. Okay, so B Fartin was on Underdog. All right. There's Chris Sanchez again. Oh, damn. There's Uncle Bawale's assist. We played that on PrizePicks already. I mean, I don't mind doubling down on that one. This soccer play is not till Friday. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from that one because I kind of want to build a slip for today. Fly over 3.5. It is a plus EV play. There's only one other data point, so it's not the most information. Man, we're gonna have to dip down into some of these other plays to see what's available to us. Stallings under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's versus Corbin. I mean, damn. Corbin can get rocked in this game. Hey, it's Johnny DeLuca over here. This fucking guy, Johnny DeLuca, 1 base. You think he can get your 1 base? I hope so, because I'm going to put him in my fucking slip over here. All right. And there's a 3-pick on Underdog. I'll share that in the chat. We have Satu, B Fartin, and DeLuca. Copy this to notes. We are moving. 2 slips built within the first 20 minutes. If you're new to the stream, that is a good time. 2 slips in 20 minutes. That's really good for us. It's like NASCAR shit when they're changing out the tires. What's up, Travis? All right. right, we got an underdog in there. We got PrizePicks in there. Boom. Let's move on. Let's go to Dabble. Dabble's been fun. 3 picks get you 6x. I think the only other pick'em site to do that is Underdog, unless Chalkboard does it. Dabble is doing it the right way. A little animated with all the emojis and all that stuff, but you still find really good lines. That's all I care about. So they're just doing their best to stand out. I respect their efforts and not look like every other pick'em site. So give it a shot. Dabble's pretty cool. Who put me on the Dabble? Oh man, Menace in the chat. I think he put me on the Dabble. All right, we got Patrick Corbin under, we got Arrighetti under, and we have Gavin Williams under 5. This one is a push. I would really like to get that one at 5.5. You'll have to play it on an actual sports book, but man, these odds they're great in terms of the juices on the under, but in terms of your payout, no. So Corbin and Arrighetti. We could also go Arrighetti over total runs. There's Natasha Howard. She's popping on 3 different pick'em sites for the under rebounds. So is Wale under assist. So that's 3 different pick'em sites that have the under on her assists. Ja'Kai Douglas. This one at 38. You could play it over on Fliff at -125. That's the highest line. So it is the highest line, but also is, actually, it's not even the worst odds. I mean, well, yeah, the highest lines, and it's nerfing your payout a little bit with that 125. So probably easier just to go under on this one. Damn, they only have Schwellenbach giving up 5 hits versus the Phillies. That feels wrong. There's Jacob Stallings and Gay. I wonder if we can find DeLuca on here. Here's Lodolo. Wale over 18.5 points. There's Gavin under 2.5 walks. That's a large walk number. Judd overruns. Alex Call. Man, outside of the top 3 that we have, there doesn't seem to be a lot of value on data, or a lot of value on Dabble. Yeah, let's go to better. We don't have to play anything on Dabble. I want to. I did. What's up, John? Scroll up. Put the link in the chat for 3 pick on Underdog. Right there. Should be the message right above yours. All right, this is better. I'm gonna stick to I do like that Juan Soto. Can we get it anywhere else? You can get it on Flip at -125. Better is giving you the better odds. But the next best line is on Flip over hits, runs, and RBIs. Flip's cool. If you have access, you should have access to Flip. I think it's available in all states, but in Texas, they have to give you like Flip coins, or you can do Flip cash, but the Flip cash equals USD. So if you win 100 Flip cash, you can convert it to $100. It's not like a decrease or something. Like I can't think of the word I'm looking for. basically it's not a drop off in pay. So it's an equal match. So whatever you win in flip cash, you can withdraw in USD. I think that's how they're able to remain in some of these states that don't allow sportsbook gambling. I just recently started playing on Flip because I've been watching Alex Monahan play all these plays on Flip and all his arbitrage shit, and I didn't think I had access to it, and I reached out to him, and he said you should have access to it. So I tried it. I was like, well, look at that. Well, look at that. So yeah, I've been playing a little bit more on Flip, just kind of feeling it out. Hasn't been terrible. It's been pretty good. All right, Cal Quantrell over 15.5 outs versus the Nationals here. Man. Golly, the Nationals aren't really doing shit. Like all their props are for the under. All right. Yeah, I'm not really feeling better or dabble today. That's cool. We're not always gonna like the value on the board. We don't have to. We don't have to play anything we don't like. Something got removed from the 6 pick. Probably. I just pulled it up. It was. We got our 2 esports plays. We got Corbin Burns, we got Lodolo, and we got Ungabwale. Who are we missing? Who are we missing from that? Oh, we're missing the A's and Rays under first run inning. That got taken off the board. Yeah, those Nerfies and Yerfies do get removed pretty quickly. Another one, if it's still on the board, is this San Diego, New York game. Is it the Mets and the Padres? They may have taken that away also. Yeah, so if it's not way down here, I mean, this Jonquel Jones is living way down here at 52% hit rate, over 24.5 points and boards. This golf prop does not seem terrible. Matt Fitzpatrick over strokes at 70.5. Wow. Parlay play and underdog have it at 71. So you're clearly getting the lowest line. Horschel's only giving you 1 data point. Victor Scott over 0.5 total bases today. A lot of data points on that one. Yeah, we're getting way down here. Rebounds and assists for Jones. Anybody like that one? Yeah, I think they just took all the damn Nerfies off the board. So we went from having like 2 or 3 of them to 0 of them. You can still run it as a 5 pick. How about the Scotty Scheffler? How about the Scotty Scheffler under 5.5 birdies? You got 2 books that have the line set to 5. You're getting support from FanDuel on this one. You know, maybe you want to run that 5 pick with Scotty Scheffler instead. That one looks good. That one looks good. We do have a Paul Skeens promo. Told you on better. It's his pitches thrown prop reduced from 78.5 to 0.5. So as soon as he throws the opening pitch, it could be a ball, it could be a strike, he could hit somebody in the fucking head in the first row. Doesn't matter. It's a pitch. So as soon as he does that, he goes over. That's an easy cash. You just got to figure out who you want to pair up with him. And it is only a $5 max. So nothing too crazy. It's a nice little bankroll builder. You put it into a 2-pick, you triple your money, you put 5 on it. If you hit it, you get 15. If you put 3 picks in there, 5x it. So let's go back to better and let's see if there's another play that we can attach to this Paul Skeens. All right, a lot of PGA value here. All right, so it's not that we don't have plays, it's the fact that a lot of these PGA plays don't have a lot of data points. Also, you can't just go all strokes in a play. So you can go under stroke, over stroke, and then over under a birdie. Obviously not for the same player. So that's how you can fit 3 PGA props into a better slip. Has to be an under stroke, or it can be an under birdie, over birdie, and then a stroke play. Either combination of that, but it can't just be 3, birdie plays or 3 strokes. It has to be a mixture. There's no difference in payout. It's the same payout. It's just based off what plays you think are good. So you could go under Wyndham Clark, over Hovland, and then you could take the over on Cantley. That's one variation of that. Mike Toglia over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's take a quick look at that one. I have been playing Mike Toglia here and there. He seems to come through when I play him. Obviously, it's a good play. I don't just blindly play him, but when I pick him in these spots, he usually comes through. This matchup with Patrick Corbin is not scary. It is not a Coors Field, so their ballpark, is not as friendly as Coors Field. So keep that in mind. But we'll take a look at this Toglia. There is no way that's still on the board. Nope. Anything minus 150 is ridiculous. Yeah, anything minus 150 is going to be off. Like that, we never had a chance at that one. I don't know who did, but they probably just took it right off the board. Yeah, he's been cruising. He's been cruising over his last 10, over his last 5. Head-to-head matchup with the Nats has been strong, but not as good of a box score or line against Patrick Corbin. 0 for 3 versus Corbin. He has one strikeout and 3 plate appearances. The other 2, he did put the ball in play. This season versus lefties, I wouldn't say he's smashing lefties, but the average is a bit better in fewer plate appearances. Power is almost the same. Extra base hits, almost the same. So we did miss out on his hits, runs, and RBIs. We can definitely team up. We can definitely team up one of these PGA props with Skeens today. We got Zan Shafalafi. All birdies are going over. They did remove some shit off the board. Yeah, definitely remove some shit off the board. Cannot stand Colin Morikawa and Matsuyama. Just can't ever seem to get these dudes on the right day. They're like the Christopher Sanchez's of PGA for me. And we have options here. We have options for this Paul Skeens promo. Anybody on better that y'all like? Throw it in the chat. We got Chevalier. That's not how you say his name. Shafeli. Over strokes, Cantley over birdies, Hovland over, and Wyndham Clark over. You have Russell Henley under strokes. Bryce Harper over hits, runs, and RBIs. You also have Trey Turner over hits, runs, and RBIs. I think I'm going to go with one of those PGA props for our 2-pick on better, but really quick. Let's take a look at the Phillies-Atlanta game, because we have 2 Phillies popping for their hits, runs, and RBIs. First one is Bryce Harper. No numbers versus Schwellenbach, but over his last 5, Harper has been in a slump. Over his last 10, kind of slumping. He is projected for 2 hits, runs, and RBIs on the year versus righties, batting .260 with 18 homers. All the power on this side of the plate, better average, fewer plate appearances. Schwellenbach versus left-handed bats like Harper, allowing a .253 batting average. The power is the same, but the extra base hits have been are up versus lefties. So 13 compared to just those 5. Well, home runs are actually extra base hits too. So 18 extra base hits compared to 10. So it's getting hit up a little bit. Let's look at Trey Turner. He does have a little history versus Schwellenbach. He is 1 for 3. He had an RBI single. If he got you an RBI single today, that's it. It's easy. He's over. So Trey Turner versus right-handed pitching, batting .301. Very good batting average. A little bit more power. Extra base hits are almost identical, but he is slapping the shit out of singles versus right-handed pitching. Schwellenbach versus righties like Trey Turner, allowing a lower batting average. Power is identical, fewer extra base hits. So I mean, you can go with one of those if you like the matchup for the Phillies versus Schwellenbach. We could take a look at Schwellenbach and see what he's projected for today. He has crushed his strikeout prop in his last 5 games. He's averaging 9 strikeouts and 7 over his last 10. He is 1 for 1 versus the Phillies this season, but about a month and a half ago. This guy's projected for about 7 strikeouts. Six innings. That's 39 fantasy points minus 3 earned runs. That's 30 fantasy points plus the 4 quality start bonus. That's 34 fantasy points. They get the win. That's 40 fantasy points. That's PrizePicks. That's a PrizePicks scoring system. So I don't know if I want to pick on Schwellenbach today. What's up, AOD? All right. Let's see if we didn't miss anything, or let's see if anything was added to the better board. We got Paul Skeens over we got Paul Skeens over 0.5 pitch strikeouts, over 0.5 pitches today. That's the promo on better. We just lost all the PGA props. That's okay. They're probably gonna chalk, so who cares? I don't care. CJ Abrams versus Cal Quantrill today. Aaron Shunk, or is it Aaron Skunk? I hope to God that this dude's last name is Shunk, because if his last name is Skunk, Man, this poor kid probably had the roughest like grades K through 9. He probably had the worst time of his life. Then he probably got into high school and started lifting weights, and then he was fine. But man, what a terrible last name. Dude, kids are assholes sometimes, man. They'll take a name and just run with it. I pray to God his last name is Shunk. And even Shunk is a funny name, but it's not Skunk. Kids could be so mean, dude. And they're honest. Don't ever ask a kid for their honest opinion on something. They don't give two shits about your feelings. All right, let's take a look at C.J. Abrams today versus Cal Quantrell. We got his hits, runs, and RBIs. 130 on DraftKings, 125 on BetMGM. Projected for 1.85. Over his last 5 games, he's 2 of 5. And in his last 10, he's 3 of 10. The good news about this is that this little slump is behind him, and he's starting to heat up a little bit. Third game in this series, he came out strong. He had a little snag yesterday. And he gets an opportunity to course correct. His numbers against Cal Quantrell are not bad at all. 1 homer, 1 double, 1 RBI, batting .286 and 8 plate appearances. That's a pretty strong stat line on the season versus right-handed pitching. Just .229. So his batting average versus Quantrell is much higher than righties in general. All his power is coming against righties. 33 extra base hits compared to 16 extra base hits. Should get at least 4 plate appearances today. Want to take a look at his home splits? We can. Over his last 10, over his last 5. I mean, very low K rate, decent walk rate. We definitely don't want him to walk. We want him to hit on base and score a run or hit a home run, something like that. If he hits a home run, then he's over. If he gets walked, it's okay because he can still score a run off that walk, but the base doesn't count. So that's the problem with walks. So I just built that out real quick. Paul Skeens over 0.5 pitches thrown. And then we're going to go C.J. Abrams over his hits, runs, and RBIs. I do like that one. I like his history against Quantrell. I like that he's starting to heat up a little bit. And I like his low strikeout rate too. All right, there is, dude. Yeah, C.J. Abrams can steal a base from time to time. In fact, let's see, at home. Just in general, he had 3 stolen bases against Philly. His last 10 games, he has 5 stolen bases. It's not easy to steal base. So the fact that he's getting it done. Now, this would help his fantasy score more than anything. But, if he hit a single, that's 1/3 of the hits, runs, and RBI. And if he stole second, that does get him closer to scoring a run. It's easier to score from second than it is first. So, a single into the opposite field more than likely scores a run from second base versus from first. So, yeah, he will help himself out. But, the over on his fantasy score, if you feel like he has stolen base upside today versus Quantrell, then, you probably want to look at his fantasy score because stolen bases are worth 5 points on PrizePicks. I think there were 6 on Underdog, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we actually did build out a better slip, but it was kind of a cheating slip because we used a promo. So I'll try to build out another better slip later this evening. I like the value in the afternoon versus early morning. I just don't have the best luck with those slips. So appreciate y'all being here though on this fantastic Thursday morning. There's Scott Scheffler under birdies. So that one was at the top on PrizePicks. I don't mind this as a 3-pick. If you want to roll with a 3-pick on PrizePicks, go under on Scheffler, over on Lodolo, under on Burns. That's a quick little 3-pick. I don't mind that one. I do like playing my 3 picks on PrizePicks and dabble because of the 6x payout. But if you're just Jones in to play some football, there's a CFL play. Sean Payne Jr. over 4.5 receptions. Let's check out underdog. T says, don't take the Scotty. Why is that? Tell us. All right, so we got this soccer play. Remember, this soccer play is for tomorrow. So if you don't mind waiting until tomorrow, that will be your last leg of your slip, more than likely. But soccer plays are a little funny because you usually don't get a lot of support from the books. And soccer plays are not a sure thing. So, I mean, do I have to remind you of our fucking Hong-Ming Sun shots on target prop the other day? That was terrible, man. He didn't come close. On the promo, he didn't even hit his promo. So, soccer is not a sure thing. Nothing's a sure thing. Soccer is just a little harder to evaluate. Ezekiel Tovar under 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. You got Brianna Stewart under her 3s made. We got the Sabali in there already at 6.5, but it's still on the board. If you want to play it, if you didn't get a chance to play it, or if you want to play it again, you can go with Sabali. There's only one game tonight. It's just one game. So it's Liberty versus the Wings. So you're just going to have to choose. You're choosing that one game. You're not going to see a lot of props today for the WNBA. There's only so many they can pump out. But there's a couple right there. You feeling risky? You feeling lucky going under on Judge? There's Jordan Alvarez, over 7.5 hitter fantasy score. There's Cal Quantrell going over pitching outs. That would actually be really good for the CJ Abrams prop if Cal Quantrell did get 16 plus pitching outs, because Abrams has good history versus him. So we do want him in the game facing Abrams. We do want him on the mound for the first 2, maybe 3 at bats. Burns, Tyreek Hill under his receiving yards. You have to wait 2 weeks for that. There's Xander again. Yeah, I think we locked in enough value today. There's, per usual, there's not a ton of plays to build, multiple slips out. At least not at 9 a.m. Gotcha. All right. That's PrizePicks underdog. I guess we'll go through better one more time and dabble one more time, but that might be it. We got 2 slips in there today. We didn't even need the PrizePicks desktop app. We did it all by phone. Wyndham Clark over birdies. Dubon over singles. You got Jones under singles. There's our CJ Abrams at 1.5. We like that one. Sahith Theegala under his birdies. You got Mountcastle over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. If you think that, if you think that Arrighetti gets rocked a little bit today, or if you have him going under his strikeouts, this correlates really well with that. You can't strike a batter out and give up a hit, a run, or an RBI at the same time, you know? So under strikeouts and over on some of these Oriole bats. Also, he's not projected to give up more than 6 hits today, but he is projected to give up 3 earned runs at least. So if you do the math, you know, if he's not going to give up a lot of hits, how are they scoring runs? There's a home run in there somewhere. There's probably a home run within the top 4 at bats, right? Santander, Rushman, Henderson, Mountcastle. I don't know who else is in that top 5, but dig around a little bit. There's Henderson right there. So you got Henderson and Mountcastle going over their hits, runs, and RBIs. Both are giving you tons of data points. So that correlates really well with, you know, with Arrighetti under strikeouts and over earned runs. Jordan Hudson over his receiving yards. Not the biggest discrepancy, but, you know, we're taking a shot on. There's our boy Aaron Skunk. Jamal Haynes. Yeah. There's our boy Johnny DeLuca. Over hits. We took the over on DeLuca on underdog over bases. Now we're getting the over hits. Same shit. It's the same shit. You just play the one that gives you the better odds. If you had his hits and bases on the same pick'em site, you play the one that gives you the better odds. Or you could play both of them in different slips, but there's literally no difference, you know. Now, if it was very specific, like over a single or over a double, then it's way different. But as soon as he gets a single, he gets a base. As soon as he gets a home run, he gets a base. It doesn't matter what he hits. As long as he gets a hit, he crosses both off. So play either one. Play them both. They're both in good spots to hit. The low line. You can play them on different pick'em sites. Altuve over. There's Lodolo over walks. So we've seen Altuve over. Now we see Bregman over. We had Jordan going over fantasy score on underdog. We did take the under on Corbin Burns pitcher fantasy score. So now we're starting to see a lot of Astros get a lot of juice for the overs on their lines, which correlates really well with Corbin Burns going under fantasy score. So can't hate that. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna go too far down. We're good. All right, we built out 2 slips on the stream. We built out a PrizePicks and an underdog. No better. Oh, actually, no. We built out a PrizePicks, an underdog, and a better slip. So 3 slips on the stream. There's better. We took the over Paul Skeens total pitches at 0.5. There's our underdog play, and there is our PrizePicks play. So all 3 slips are in the chat. Feel free to tail or just take what you want, leave the rest behind. But I think that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all being here this morning, this Thursday morning. Appreciate y'all, those who were here early. Started early and ending early. Man, time management is on point today. Consider subbing up to the channel if you haven't done that. Definitely like this stream on your way out. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out on future content like tomorrow's Player Prop Talk live stream. Tomorrow will be a little different because we're talking futures, NFL futures tomorrow. We're talking season-long props. We're going to try to build out a couple slips using line discrepancies on Dabble, Underdog, and PrizePicks. So put your NFL hat on tomorrow. We're talking NFL player props. We may squeak in some player props for just normal props, but you know, switch it up a little bit. Talk about NFL. We're getting closer and closer to the start of the regular season, so time to start building out some season-long slips. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Tell a friend, tell a coworker. But I appreciate y'all being here as always. Hope all of your player props respect the damn coin. I hope our slips that we built out today respect the damn coin. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., 8:50 a.m. with another Player Prop Talk live stream. And until tomorrow's live stream, Chavez is out.